When was the last time you trekked through a rain-drenched forest, listening to nature's conversation between whistling winds and swaying trees? Yes, trees do have a soul and spirit. That is why they have been the abode of meditation and enlightenment. The constant quest for conserving forest wealth has inspired many startling discoveries since ages. Driven by the same spirit of innovation in developing wood alternates and contributing to the larger perspective of propagating natural forest resource is the premier scientific establishment, Indian Plywood Industries Research and Training Institute, Bangalore. It is an autonomous establishment under the Ministry of Environment and Forests, Government of India. Thanks to a sound policy governing environment and forests, India is keeping pace with the rest of the world in developing reconstituted wood products to meet increasing demands from different sectors. Starting off as a primary investigation and testing center for plywood, IPIRTI today is a multidisciplinary institution engaged in advanced R&D studies on a variety of engineered wood products and lignocellulosic material. Training, higher education, technology transfer and quality accreditation are vital elements of the activity domain, which is huge and exciting. At IPIRTI, it is not research at any cost or consequence, while channelizing talent and resources to keep abreast of global technology. It is always with a strong commitment to safe environment and ecology preservation. Single-minded in this mission is the IPIRTI thought force of over 70 personnel, including highly qualified scientists and experienced technicians. The close-knit organization is structured into specialized divisions with functional freedom that stimulates the best.
IPIRTI had an humble beginning as an association of plywood manufacturers in the country. Seeing its importance, it was taken over by the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Subsequently, it came under the umbrella of Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, taking into considerations its role in forest conservation and climate change. However, all along it continues to be an institute oriented towards the industries and demand driven. In the earlier days, the plywood manufacturer associations, they were depending upon the Gurjan or Dipterocarpus terminatus, which was growing in Andaman Nicobar Islands, Myanmar and Malaysia. But gradually the supply dried down and there was ban on green felling following the National Forest Policy of 1988. As a result, when the country's demand today is about 123 million cubic meter, the Indian forests only produce 3 million cubic meter. In order to bridge the yawning gap between the demand and supply, the role of IPIRTI is quite laudable, because through our research and development technologies, we could convert poplar, eucalyptus and Meliad ubia, which are plantation timber species, into very many panel products like plywood and particle boards. As a result, there are about 1000 plywood units which came up in the states of Punjab, Haryana and Uttarakhand. They are producing wood substitutes like panel products, which are bridging the gap between the demand and supply. In so doing, they are not only conserving the natural forest. They are helping mitigating the climate change issues in the country. Through the incessant effort of the dedicated scientists of IPI RTI, we have about 10 patents in various disciplines like bioadhesives, biopreservatives, bamboo composites and fire retardant doors. IPI RTI is also responsible for the human resources development of the country. Since beginning, it has trained about 1,575 trainees from different disciplines. This role of IPI RTI is being integrated into the Skill India mission of the country.
Thanks to the infrastructure built up in the 7-hectare complex, right from inception, no product development stops with mere laboratory scale trials. Full-fledged prototype run on simulated production conditions is carried out to conclusively establish the process parameters and manufacturing techniques. So, what is transferred to the industry is almost ready-to-use technology. It starts with saw milling. In collaboration with Building Materials and Technology Promotion Council, BMTPC, New Delhi, IPIRTI has rationalized the process of finger jointing shorter pieces of plantation-grown species into dimensionally stable longer timbers. This array of machines at IPIRTI is a comprehensive facility to practically demonstrate the technique of saw milling, finger jointing and edge lamination. Finger jointing is not confined to thick sections alone. Even thin veneers can be jointed on this special purpose machine designed by IPIRTI. The institute constantly challenges itself to find solutions for salvaging every usable bit from small girth logs. One such recovery is this laminated veneer lumber, LVL. More specialized and skilled is the manufacture of blockboard and flush doors. All in all, these innovations have helped not only to ease the pressure on traditional timber, but also prove that jointed wood is really not a compromise. Furniture items designed and fabricated at IPIRTI have demonstrated productive end use for plantation species. Efficiency of cutting logs is directly related to condition of the saw. In this exclusive tool care clinic, equipped with state-of-the-art facility, IPIRTI has devised methods of maintaining, resharpening and reconditioning all types of saws to obtain optimal tool life and productivity. Jobs from outside sources are also undertaken. If you are keen to know about how plywood is manufactured, just walk through this pilot plant. On view are all the equipment required for veneer peeling, slicing, veneer drying, resin manufacture, and finally plywood manufacture. No need to reconcile with bending, warping and twisting of veneers and plywood panels. This veneer tenderizing machine controls all such deformations with a unique slitting process instead of the conventional incision method. Yet another breakthrough from IPIRTI. To ensure process repeatability and enable quick setting of gaps and cutting angles on woodworking lathe, IPIRTI has designed these customized production aids. Electronic clipper control system and temperature indicator for hot presses are the other facilitation gadgets initiated by IPIRTI. The institute is promoting the technique of cold pressing veneer assemblies into temporary bonded sheet prior to the final hot pressing operation. Results have turned out positive in terms of quality, productivity and cost. This pilot plant for R&D on particle boards reflects the proactive program of IPIRTI to provide technology support for new product introductions in the industry. Visualize an overlay design. You can have it practically tried out in the paper impregnation plant at IPIRTI. Made out of kraft paper impregnated with resin, these overlays have enhanced the water resistance and durability of panel products. Bamboo, a high-yielding renewable source, is one of the strongest of building materials. IPIRTI's initiatives on development of wood substitutes in the form of bamboo composites has to a great extent alleviated shortage of traditional timber. Mechanized processing of bamboo with machines for cross-cutting, splitting, knot removal and slivering has helped mass production. Some amazing discoveries greet you at the Center for Bamboo Development, CBD. The Bamboo Mat Board is a testimony to the practical, application-oriented research at IPIRTI. Furniture made out of bamboo mat board truly appeal to ethnic tastes. Flexible plywood, even up to 8 mm thickness, can now be rolled or folded without breakage. The inner layer of veneer is replaced with bamboo mat. Soak in the coziness of a bamboo house. You will simply love the difference that it makes to a normal residence. Prefabricated houses made out of bamboo composites have helped to manage natural calamities and disasters with quick shelter. IPIRTI has developed a complete range of bamboo-based products for constructing a full-fledged dwelling. The corrugated sheet roof could be of bamboo mat. So also the ridge cap covering the rooftop. The door shutters could be simply gorgeous. They can be overlaid with molded bamboo mat skin of different finishes to suit occupants' moods and styles. IPIRTI offers an economical alternate as well. Shuttering grade panels using bamboo mats and veneers from plantation timbers could suit less demanding applications. Apart from looks, these products have decisive technical merits like dimensional stability, fire resistance, non-permeability, boiling waterproof, anti-termite, weather resistant, and more than all, eco-friendly. Bamboo mat trays and bamboo matchsticks are predominantly relevant to the cottage industry. Recognizing its contribution in this field, IPIRTI was conferred the prestigious International Green Apple Award for Environmental Best Practice 2005. IPIRTI is always on the lookout for new research areas to create wealth out of waste. So much so, agroforest residues like coir, pine needles, casuarina needles, banana leaf sheath and rice husk have been transformed into composite boards and panels, substituting for plywood in some applications. Coir tray could be one of the products for the cottage industry. IPIRTI can offer technical assistance in setting up a unit. The institute has been successful in developing adhesives from natural renewable materials like cardinol, tannin, lignin, etc. as substitutes for petroleum-based phenolic adhesives. Particularly suitable for boiling water resistant grade panels is the tannin extended phenol formaldehyde resin, which can bond high moisture content veneer. No special equipment required for manufacture of these resins. The existing resin kettles can do the job. These bioadhesives offer multiple advantages of lesser consumption, lesser cost, and more than all, indigenization. Where usage of phenolic resins is inevitable, as in the case of higher temperature water-resistant plywood, IPIRTI has formulated an economical alternative. 40% of the phenolic content in conventional resins has been substituted with tannin, lignin, cardinol, etc. A prime factor in IPIRTI's research agenda is safety of product application. Experiments by adding absorbents at various manufacturing stages of urea formaldehyde resin has considerably reduced formaldehyde emissions. Consequently, lesser health hazards.
After rendering human service in the field of panel products, IPIRTI has ventured into uncharted territories. It has brought out rice husk and coconut husk particle board, rice straw and wheat straw medium density fiber boards, jute stick and pine needle boards also. It has also produced colored compress which are used for knitting needles and very many luxury products in different countries. It is basically a high density board. IPIRTI is ready to take on boards from digestate, which is waste products from the biogas plants, and fly ash from which we can make geopolymeric boards also. IPIRTI is interested to make board like oriented strand board and slick board. IPIRTI is ready to make new innovations in the field of bamboo lumber and bamboo face veneers. With all these future prospects in mind, the institute is quite enthusiastic to take on the dual responsibility of industrial development and forest conservation issues together.
At IPIRTI, there is an exclusive center for testing and evaluation of wood composites. The chemical laboratory specializes in developing, processing and testing advanced formulations and characterizing timber anatomy. The xylarium has a huge archive of Indian and foreign timber species, safeguarded as reference specimens for timber identification. The Preservative Lab is constantly engaged in developing wood preservatives that are both environment friendly and effective at preventing wood decay against fungi and subterranean termites. The Biology Lab maintains culture of power post beetles for use in toxicology studies. Physical and mechanical properties can be determined reliably and the raw materials selected to suit different applications. Fire resistance testing equipment at the institute could be the pride for any testing establishment. Final certification for conformity to the set project goals and quality comes from finished product testing, which is uncompromising and extensive. That includes an exhaustive endurance test as well. No wonder, with this caliber of resources, IPIRTI is an accredited laboratory of the Bureau of Indian Standards. In fact, the institute has played a significant role in formulating Indian standard specifications for wood products and lignocellulosic materials. At IPIRTI, academics and training go hand in hand with research. Main curriculum is the one-year postgraduate diploma course in mechanical wood industries technology. Special short-term courses for forest service officers and industry professionals are part of the training calendar. That includes programs for international participants as well. The level of expertise and the demo facilities available at the institute naturally ensure the best of classroom learning supplemented with elaborate practical exposure. Extension Division is the crucial link between the institute, industry and other affiliated external agencies. Reaching out research findings, global and regional ecological issues and worldwide scientific developments in the field of engineered wood products is the primary objective. In short, Extension Division reflects the voice and face of IPIRTI to the outside world. Want to brush up your database? Visit this Knowledge Enrichment Center. Thousands of rare publications on wood and wood composites find a place in this well-stocked library. Such a vast potential at IPIRTI is available for the benefit of industries and other institutions. It can be product development, testing and certification, consultancy and technology transfer, calibration and validation of test equipment. The range of service is wide and varied. All these services, including trading and testing, are also extended from the IPIRTI field stations at Kolkata and Mohali. It is said, "He who saves a tree plants a hope." That is exactly the dictum at the Indian Plywood Industries Research and Training Institute.